Pike's pushed Morton forward up ahead. He's got out of line. Is now Pike going to have a go at Werrell? Don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin. Further down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still start trouble. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Moving on to the back end of Phil Jocelyn. So there's been a lot of movers and shakers in this first 2 laps here for race.
Absolutely serious racing league. Everybody's allowed to have fun. Yeah. And
It's all about the entertainment, so I hope
everybody is enjoying themselves out there in the chat. We know that Ron is been enjoying himself watching. The Burger King machine's off into the grass a little bit there. Is that really bunching up now?
Coming down to the side. You have it! Look at Parfitt!
He's on the outside line though, going into the fastest corner on the circuit. Surely this can't work.
Dominic Ligner has got a sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still start trouble. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Can Barry do it? Big Barry's gonna do it! Big Barry! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tuesday nights for the BSC Season 10 Round 8 for the madness at Martinsville. I am James Parfitt. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Kenton Sportak once again this evening, the site of the 2022 Hail Melon, as it is known, with Ross Chastain will run with the race won by Christopher Bell. Will it ever happen again? Absolutely not, because they went into 2023 and NASCAR banned the maneuver altogether. It was a one-shot deal, one-shot maneuver, and really kind of put Ross Chastain well up there as just one of the men that achieved something amazing. 2023 was won by Ryan Blaney. And I might also like to point out as well, in that 2022 race, Ross Chastain set the fastest lap on the last lap with his wall run of 18.85 seconds. And that lap will not be deleted because it will go down as history as the fastest lap at Martinsville. Are we going to see that today? Well, it's 18.66 is the best lap, and that's Andrew Jamal in here. And, well, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's put it this way. The poll is up for how many cautions? +5, +10, +15 or +20 at the moment. +10 is winning on 62%, with +15 on 25 and +20 on 12. +5, 0%. Let's bring Kenton into the booth and have a chat with him. Kenton, that just about kind of says it all here, doesn't it, really, at Martinsville?
I mean, yeah, if you're not expecting a good amount of cautions here, then I'm assuming you've never run Martinsville, because it is not the most fun to deal with. It's very tricky. It's an odd shape. It is referred to as one of its nicknames, the paperclip. And obviously, you can see we've departed from our I guess D style layouts or our ovals and any kind of real normal sense of the word. And we've gone to this paperclip with some other entertaining names like the Half Mile of Mayhem, the Augusta National of racetracks. It's a tough track. It's very scary in a lot of ways. Its pit lane is ridiculously long. It's kind of entertaining that way. It's also one of the few tracks that's half and half, but in the actual track. You get a lot that are asphalt with concrete, but it's like asphalt or concrete is all of what the track is, with the inside under the apron being one or the other. But this one, you can see the darker track being the asphalt, and then the concrete being that lighter color, which can lead itself to some very interesting things, as concrete reflects heat a lot more compared to asphalt. So you get kind of a weird combination of tire temperatures and track temperatures throughout the track, and it can get a little sketchy that way. And unlike asphalt, if you lose grip at all when it comes to on the concrete part, you're losing almost 50% ish is what they believe, whereas asphalt's usually like 20%. So it can cause a lot of spinning.
It can,
which is not very fun.
No, none at all, to be honest. Good evening, Mr. Spainhour Senior, sir. Salute to you. Let's go, TJ and Brad. Lydia, welcome in. Much love as always. Again, let's go, TJ, Brad, and Sizemore. Gosh, she's got 3 men in her life this week as Lydia. Angie Kimmel, go Trenton and Alex. So that is obviously Trenton Kimmel. And Alex, help me out. Alex Witt. I'm going to presume.
Alex Witt, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Terry Spainhour.
I think that's the only Alex we have.
Go Fart, which is the Fast Angry race team. We are in qualifying. I don't really feel qualifying is going to be remotely important here at Martinsville. It's going to be more of a drive to survive, shall we say. And I, Mr. Sportak, have found that out very well this week, going into the 3 races I have done at Martinsville in the trucks, right? I've been driving trucks, so I don't know why, I've just fallen in love with trucks. Now, facts for you. Out of 243 laps that I have turned at Martinsville, 150 of them have been under caution, right? 150. Over half have been at caution here at Martinsville. And as I just said, in the last race I did before I got here, literally 42 of them were under caution out of a 60-lap race. And I ended up being blamed for accidents that I wasn't even involved in.
Yeah, that's... I don't want to say the special gift given by Martinsville, but basically it is. It's pretty brutal. You're constantly having to not only deal with your car but everyone else's cars, because it is very easy, especially once tire wear starts to come into play, for causing a lot lot of problems. I
will say though,
get loose.
I will say I didn't get enough laps in to worry about tyre wear. Actually, I only run 18. No, because it was a little bit more, wasn't it? It was 60 the last one. 18 were under green. 42 of them I was pacing. And that, mind you, don't get me wrong, I am not good at the racing, right? Like, my iRating is really poor, so unfortunately I ended up really low down in ovals, because when I first started in iRacing, I was like, yes, I'm the oval king, and I literally just destroyed my iRating. So that was the like bottom split, as they say within iRacing. And I will say one thing: the top split had more caution laps than the bottom split did. So that just about sums up how bad Martinsville is going to be for official racing this week. So if you can keep it clean, you will survive. Oh, Lydia, you creep there. It's always a joy to hear both your voices, James and Kenton. She's got like 5 men in her life. Go, Lydia. Billy, let's go, boys. Welcome in. Peggles, go Breakfast Club. Frat Demus is TJ. Welcome to HE Double Hockey Sticks, everyone. So there we go. Right, we're not going to see a wall run here because apparently Armand Brusso has told us we're not allowed. So I did try putting that out there earlier on about if anybody's going to be brave enough, but Armand's told us we're not allowed. I won't tell you what he actually put because it wasn't quite that polite, but it was, very interesting. So we're not going to see that here today, I don't believe, unless somebody's really going to be brave.
Yeah, or completely just given up on the race, because that could be another thing.
Could be a thing.
Yeah.
You are right. I do believe there as well. HE double hockey sticks doesn't begin to cover it, says Seth. Oh, come on, right? Look, I'm not being rude. We've been at races with you guys, and where was we? Where was the highest round? Bristol? 18? 19?
Was it Bristol?
Oh, I
or
can't
was it
remember. Dover. That was where it was. Noel Jagowitz will be on pole. Andrew Williams in second. Alex Witt will be third, with Dan Michael fourth. Dylan Critz fifth. Calvin Ross in sixth. Devon Collicott in seventh. Terry Murphy eighth. Cody Kern, Josh Kuhn in ninth and 10th. Andrew Onquist and Trenton Kimmel down in 11th and 12th. Andrew Jamal in 13th, Seth Pegg down in 14th with Rob Sizemore, Hunter Cole, TJ Spainhour and Bradley Young, brothers alongside each other there. Nice. Hunter Carlson and Armand Brousseau with Tom Kuhn and Jason Taylor rounding out to 22. Anthony Radel 23 and Brett Sherman in 24th place. 24 cars on the grid. How many are going to finish this race? That's going to be the question, and we're going to find that out very, very shortly here. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think's not going to win? How many are going to finish, do you think, altogether, Kenton?
Finish altogether, I'm going to go with... wait, are we talking lead lap or just finishing?
Just finishing. Because I think if we go for a lead lap, we could be in trouble. 17.
17 are going to finish.
Okay.
Lead lap, I think, is going to be 5.
I agree.
Throwing that out there. The winner is going to be whoever's the luckiest, and the losers are going to be all of us having to watch the pace laps go by.
Let me ask you one question. Whenever you're in an official, Kenton, and you hear the words, good luck, everyone.
You know they're going to cause a problem.
That's what I was expecting. That is exactly what I was expecting. Wherever you're in an official and you hear the first person go, good luck, everyone, you know you were in trouble. Right, you've got about a minute left. By the time they get round, I believe it's a 2-lap pace lap of the 125 laps we have got here. You've got about a minute left to get your votes in on how many cautions, okay? So you better get them in quick, because I'm going to end it before we start, because otherwise that's just going to be cheating. Because if it's anything like my official race, I didn't even get past the first start-finish line before I got 4X. So let's hope we get a little bit further than that. That would be nice.
And before we get going, I did see Christian Strauder popped up in the chat. Best wishes to getting healthy there, buddy, as he has gotten injured and will not be driving for a little while. So get healthy, my guy.
Okay, Jack Fraser's in YouTube chat. Ross clears. So there you go. I was going to get over the line here. I'm going to have one more. TJ, Terry Spainer, proud of you, Brad, with your new Jeep. Woo! Somebody's been splashing the cash. What's he done? Won the lottery? Hey? Let's see what goes on here again. Let's see how these guys get on once more, as we're going to get underway very, very shortly. Right, coming into it now, it's going to be Jagowitz in that 7 machine. He's going to lead us away. On the outside is Andrew Williams. Not quite sure where you want to be on this. The inside should work better for you. It's going to be green, green, green. Madison Martinsville does get underway on 125 laps. Noel Jagowitz breaks the front with Andrew Williams in second. Alex Witt running that inside line. He's trying to get out the inside of Williams before they even go on to lap 2 here, which is probably a good idea, to be fair, Kenton. I think it's going to be an outside-inside run, but only if you can get there.
Yeah, it's 100%. Noel's kind of in that best spot, having no one on his outside. Is able to kind of get the throttle a little bit earlier and able to kind of get onto it. The biggest thing is going to be very, very smooth inputs. If you're too aggressive,
Oh.
yep, there it is.
Oh,
Made it to lap 3 though.
he did. Was picking up on Andrew Almquist, goes in deep. Everybody comes in behind.
Yep,
Seth's
there
in
goes a
there.
few cars.
Seth's in there, Hunter Cole's in there, Armour Brusso's in there, Brett Sherman's in there, and Greg Sherman, and Brad Young. Unfortunately, what happened to Brad at the end there? Caution number 1 on lap 3. What did you do, Brad?
I think this was before that.
No.
Oh, no, he bumps into Seth.
And turns in, and that was Andrew Almquist. Kicked that off and running. So there we go. Unfortunately, so caution number 1 on lap 3. At that moment, I wasn't quite sure what to say. Partly because I was thinking that surely this isn't going to carry on. And then I'm also thinking, actually, we're at Martinsville. That could be a problem.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this is not going to go super duper well with that.
Do you know though, right? If we can get a decent amount in, right, you can clear Martinsville pretty quickly. You know, you can get it done really quickly. They're only 19-second laps, right? 125 goes round, whizzes past. But if you don't, you'd be here all night.
Yes, and there's a good chance we might be.
I'll need food and water by the time we get to the morning. So
Well, speaking of food and water, our first fun fact. Did you know that the most famous thing about Martinsville, outside of it's what you get if you win, which I'll touch on at a different safety caution flag, but what they're most known for is their famous hot dogs at Martinsville.
Are they?
Guess how much one of the... So I'll tell you what's on it. So you get a steamed bun with a hot dog, mustard, chili, vinegar-based coleslaw, or vinegar-based slaw, and onions. Guess the cost.
Ridiculously, I want to say about $2.50.
It's $2, yeah. $2. Still, to this day, are $2.
Kenton said Christian said the hot dogs are not very good.
Well, I'm just saying what they're famous for. I never said they were any good.
Okay, well, let's get this race back up and running once more here. And it's still no Jacowitz out in front. He's alongside Alex Witt this time. He's going to have that inside line. Jacowitz got to jump. He's allowed Witt to take in the line behind him. Alex Witt slots in there. On the outside is Dylan Kritz, of course, still stuck there at the moment. Not able to get through. Williams still trying to go at the inside. He's going to go in hot. Oh. Come and do the conga. You gone across his nose.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's on the 19 there.
Yeah, you can't do that. I don't care who you are. If you're going to go across somebody's nose, you're going to be in deep, deep trouble. And unfortunately, that is well across his nose. And I believe there was further after this. Hold your brakes, dear sir. Oh! Was that Tom Coon just went and put it in the wall? Nope.
No, Tom Coon's the 19. He's the one up in the wall.
That Andrew Almquist, he put it in. Oh, dude, they're already wrecking.
Yeah, Almquist had an issue coming out of there as he went over the curb and then back into the wall. But is that the 37 again?
It's Hunter Cole.
Hunter Cole, okay, yeah.
Caution number 2 on lap number 8. Let's go, dust mates. Angie said, and it's about an hour wait. Missed all of stage 2 last fall. Oh, never mind. Missed the whole stage and ended up disappointed. Well, what do you?
Doesn't matter. I already know what the best hot dogs are, and they're not actual true hot dogs. It's called a pocket dog, and it's the greatest thing of all time.
Live and learn, never
Instead
again.
of
Why do you... okay, let me ask you a question. When you go
Yes.
and you watch a race, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Why would you go down to get a burger or a hot dog, see a big long queue, and think, I'm going to go and queue in it? I would... I don't know.
Well, if it's a place that's famous for it, you have to. You got to try it once.
No, buy it on the way in before the race starts. Get there early.
Okay, yes, but my point being is at some point you got it. You're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna try it. That's how I came across pocket dogs. I was at a hockey game, because Canada, and they had the option for a pocket dog, and I don't know if y'all have ever had a pocket dog, but basically it's like almost if you take like the end of a baguette. But it's not an actual baguette.
End of a what?
Like a baguette, a submarine sandwich. Yeah, like it's basically that, but you cut it in half.
Yep.
And you put like a hole in the middle, and you put the hot dog in that. But before you put the hot dog in, you fill it with all the condiments you want.
Yep.
So then when you slide it down, it comes up the sides of it, and the entire thing is just amazing.
Okay.
It's the best way to eat a hot dog, hands down.
Okay, the queue wasn't that long. They are just slow, says Angie. So there we go.
See, so there you go.
There we go. I still would have queued. I would have, I don't know, taken my own hot dogs in a tin or something. Right, let's get this going. Well, okay, we'll go for as long as these guys will allow us to here, as Noel Jakowitz is going to lead us away once more. There they all are. Car's going to come down now. Jakowitz is already gone. Witt's going to try and get up the inside. He did manage to make that jump on the inside lane there as well. Alex Witt is now on the inside, going around Martinsville, and it's going to be Andrew Williams and Dylan Cortez with Dan Michel in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as everybody else seems, hopefully, to have settled in here a little bit more. TJ, my boy, is down there in 14th place currently at the moment, with Noel Jakowitz sitting in first place. So there we go. We're up and running here, Kenton, once more. Hopefully we will stay up and running.
Yeah, that's the plan, and I'm sure we can. I don't know if you saw Joshua Keith's possible request there, but I'm sure we could get you an in-car at some point. There you go. But it's a very tricky track, obviously. It also doesn't help that you are typically going to actually, I was just going to say, yeah, you're going to gear down, which is something we don't normally deal with on oval racing. Oh, as there's a car on the inside facing the wrong direction. That they're not pulling a caution flag for. Well, there you go. So yeah, so you are going to gear down to 3, hop back up to 4, and then have to gear back down to 3, which again, typically in oval racing, we don't deal with it a lot. The other thing we don't normally deal with is a raised curb on the inside for the apron, which can really mess up your car if you clip it. It will unsettle you and can cause you to spin pretty brutally, which, yeah, doesn't help this track. It's already known for going sideways.
But then, doesn't it really lend itself to the airs of don't hit it? I'm not being rude, like, if you don't want to raise your car or do anything crazy, don't hit the inside curb. I didn't hit it, and I'm nowhere near as skilled as some of these guys, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. I think Martinsville's a track where you've just got to be absolutely sensible, survive what you're doing, and unfortunately for Brad, don't caution at any point.
Nope.
No,
I like it.
Just leave him on the side of the circuit, hang in there.
He's up and going.
Yeah, he's just hit a post and he's now a lap down. So there we go. Unfortunately for Brad, around he goes here. Jaco is still managing to hold on. That's a back marker of Almquist. He's got his car repaired. He's got his front end, which is always good. Alex Witt in second. What?
It does look dented.
Yeah, but it is, but it's been repaired.
It's attached, so that's a bonus.
It's there, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? Devon Collicott coming through here as well. TJ, how you getting on, my man? He's in the mix. That's Brad on the outside. That's Anthony Radel behind that there as well. So Radel's doing a good job. Hunter Carlson is running side by side with a 69 of Brett Sherman. He's just gone up the inside there just got the job done, and unfortunately for Brett Sherman, he's now going to have to look forward to that one as he comes into turn 1 and out of the exit of 2. When the cars are spread out, right, and I'm going to say this in a realistic manner, when they're spread out, it should make the racing easier, shouldn't it?
It makes it should make things easier. The biggest issue we're going to run into, and we've already started seeing it, is back markers. When you get cars like, so these, I mean, Joshua Kuhn, who is just ahead, or just behind, I believe that's the 56 there of Sizemore. So if you're a Jackowitz or Witt and you're coming up on the back of this group where there's multiple cars, that's when it's going to start causing some more issues, that even if they are back markers, because unlike this, unlike F1 where blue flag means move, it now just means, hey, there's someone there, just keep a head up. Especially for oval racing, but you're trying to make your way past 2-3 people at a time, it can lend itself to a lot of other issues, especially on such a short, tight track. Like, it looks very wide because you see the three lanes all the way up. It's very deceiving because that apron is very flat, and there goes Bruce.
Hold on a minute. Talk about fixing the yellow flags here. Brad Young did the same thing and there weren't one. Armand goes around there and next thing you know there is one.
That's typical Bruce, causing yellow flags all the time.
It was a little bit of a fix here, got to be honest.
Oh, he almost caused that to bring a few people with him.
Are we at that point of the day where we need to go and speak to somebody? I think we are. Sure. I'm going to start straight off speaking to my man Romance that I have every single week here. We pick him up, we talk to him, and we show him some love. Mr. TJ Spain. Good evening, TJ. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, fellas. How are y'all?
I'm all right, mate. I'm 3 cautions deep, but I'm on lap 26. So,
oh yeah,
I got my Uber going to deliver some food and water in a bit, so I should be all good. How tough is it, mate? How tough is it out there at the moment? It seems pretty unforgiving.
Yeah, it can be. This is another one of those rhythm tracks. Once you get into it, it's fine, but you get these back markers that have damage, and you got to worry about how to get around them. It's already hard enough to pass, just considering how the turns, or how you take the turns. But
what's the expectation of the back markers? Move out the way or run wide, or what do you think the thing is?
I personally believe it's up to the faster cars to be able to get around. But I mean, if you're holding on to a lap, it's a little different. But if you're a few laps down, you're really not fighting for anything, so you might as well get out of the way. But overall, it is up to the faster car to be able to get around.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. I had this earlier on as well in one of my own little official races where I got told to move, considering the guy was like a second and a half behind me. Personally, I feel that if you're that much faster, surely it doesn't matter where they are on track, you can get past them, right? Obviously, if they come off the inside and they're going to push you in the wall, that's a different story. But surely you can run around the outside if they're on the inside.
I definitely feel the same way, and it surprises me that some people still like to drive through everybody, but just I don't know what it is. lack of respect.
Yeah, maybe, mate. Well, what's the expectations, TJ? How far are we going to get you up on the grid?
I think if I can hold on to it and avoid the wrecks, I'm seeing a top 10. But God, the guys up front, they are so fast. They're like a second faster than everybody.
You've got this, buddy. I can feel it. I can feel it as always. You go get it, mate, and we'll try and catch up with you a little bit later on.
All right. Thank you, bud.
Take care, man. Well, it's optimistic, right? Top 10? I don't even see that being not a possibility for TJ.
Yeah, it definitely could be an option. I mean, with how this race will end up going, as I'm sure we can already see how it's going, 32 laps in, 3 cautions. Nothing is out of question at this point. It's all it takes is just survive. It's kind of the old adage when we discuss, as we are back underway here.
Yeah. No Jackowitz, Breakfast Club boys at the front. Jackowitz and Witt, Cortez, Williams, Michelle, Cohen, Murphy, Collicott. That is the current top 7, just.
Also, I don't know what. Did you just watch Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, I've just watched the yellow flag come out.
Yeah, I see that too. But you keep calling Crits Cortez, and I don't know why.
Dylan Cortez Crits, his middle name is. That's his,
Got it.
that's
Okay.
his, that's
So I'm
his
like looking at
iRacing.
Crits, and I'm like, where the heck is this coming from? Where's Cortez?
Hold your break!
Oh, that's a big one.
Do you know the worst thing is, did you see on from that? Not only did obviously one of the goons get spun, but there was also action further down from that as well. There, boom, 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 more coming in. Just keep on coming. Coming home, I'll crash. TJ.
That TJ that involved in that too?
TJ, Rob. Let's have a look from TJ's perspective. This is the from the outside of from the inside of the 86. He's coming up. He's got nowhere to go. Hold your brake and park it up. So unfortunately, that involved Tom Kuhn, Joshua Kuhn, Trenton Kimmel, TJ, Rob Sizemore, Seth Pegg, and Brett Sherman. So Lydia, practically all the guys that you were shouting for, apart from Brad, were in that wreck. So there we go.
So it's Lydia's fault, is what I hear.
Yeah, I hear that too, but right, lap 33. I normally write down names, but there's just so many. I'm not quite sure who. Kuhn and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 others. That's all I'm going to put. Yeah. Caution number 4. And we're on lap 37. So there we go. Don't forget, guys, if you are here, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. How dare you? I'm supporting. I know you are, darling. We're only playing. Don't panic. Kenton's just, he's being Kenton. That's all it is. It's a good thing bumpers aren't really needed here. Do you know what, right, Christian? Earlier on, I finished my race earlier. And mind you, I had 8 minutes of repairs right at the beginning. I went and took a minute and a half off. Good evening, Nathan Richards. Blimey, you're still awake there, sir. And I took a minute and a half off, so I got down about 6.5 minutes. My car actually drove better with my steering 20 degrees to the left of centre than it did when it was centre. Check that one out. Don't forget, guys, as well, if you want to go and watch it this weekend, you can. 2024 Spring NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is on the Friday. The tickets are only $30. Sign me up. Send me a Groupon. I'm on my way. I'd happily go watch it for $30. Or you can watch, of course, the main one, which is the Cookout 400 on April 7th. You've also got the Dude Wipes 250, which is the Xfinity race on the 6th. Tickets are still available if you want to get yourself involved. Head over and go and see MartinsvilleSpeedway.com events, and then the Spring Cup race season. You can get some great tickets there as well. £35 for the Xfinity tickets, and if you want to go for the Sunday cookouts, they are currently going between 40 and 112, so a little bit more expensive. Me personally, I'd go on a Friday. I just want to watch the trucks. That'd be absolutely amazing. I'll be made up if I can go and watch that. So there we go. So tickets are available. Get yourselves involved. As long as it rolls, it's good to go. I agree. Right. No, Jackowitz is going to lead us away once more. The man has led pretty much every lap of the 39 that we've got so far. He's going to make that jump once more into the Geico restart zone. On the wall we go. He's given Witz enough room again. Witz going to be coming in, taking that inside. Of course, they are in the same voice chat, so I do expect a little bit of communication going on. But Dylan Critz, there, Kenton, for you, is sitting in 3rd place at the moment. 4th place now as Williams is going to run on the outside line and try it here as best he can.
That's got, it's only 2. It's like Collicott and
Cody Khan. Yes. Who come down on who? That's going to be the question. Somebody must have done something. This Kern's on the outside. Oh, man. No, Devon. No. I had this earlier. I had this exact same thing earlier on in one of my races. Why are you diving for a hole that's never going to be there? It's going to close. You are like too far back. You're like a robber trying to sneak for a broken door. You know, as I'm pulling it closed, it's just never going to happen, get him. What? What? Why?
Yeah, not the most ideal.
No, I don't get it. I'm gonna pull in Anthony Radel now. I'm bored. I want to chat with Anthony. So we are going to pull in and have a chat with Mr. Anthony Radel, who has worked his way up 15 places into 8th. Anthony, can you hear me?
I got you guys.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'm very well, mate. You're climbing 15, keeping out of trouble. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, gotten lucky so far. Was able to avoid most of the wrecks. That 2 cautions ago now, I actually wrecked myself to the inside wall and then was able to drive by everybody else who wrecked. So
Oh, well,
a little bit of luck and enjoying the track. Working well for me so far.
Are you enjoying the track, though?
I love this track, so yes.
Do you know what? I've loved it this week. I said this week. It's only been on since last night. I've done like 3 races. But I think it's a track of being able to read what's happening in front of you, right? Paying attention.
Oh, for sure. Your braking zone is the car in front of you. So that's constantly changing, and you just got to pay attention.
See, I fully agree with you, Anthony. What's the aspiration here, buddy? Top 5?
No.
Mate,
I'll take a top 10. I'll be happy. But honestly, the way this race is going, just finishing the race.
On the lead lap?
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Well, you're in 7th now because Dan's just got into the pits and you've got 16 places, mate. So top 5's only 2 away there, bud. Once you get Terry Murphy, you're in the top 5.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but just got to keep the bumpers on it and see what happens.
Okay, bud. Well, look forward to seeing how you get on, mate. Have a good one, buddy. We'll catch up with you later.
Appreciate it, guys.
Well, there you go. That was me chat with Anthony Radel. Where is Mr. Smith? There he is in that 20 machine. As Ross is currently up. He's actually down 3 places from where he started. We're going back up. Double file. 1 more lap till the green flag drops here once again at Martinsville for the madness of Martinsville. 125. Named it myself because nobody else did. So I decided to call it that. Let's get this up and running. Let's get this underway. Come on, guys. 10 laps. That's all I want. 10 laps. As we get going now, he's done it again. Jakowitz has run away. Witt slotted in. Up the back end of Andrew Williams, who's just giving him a little...
That's going to... Yeah. That was not a little tap. Yeah. Oh, there's more and more going on. Yeah, that was a solid love tap.
Yes, and if you're wondering from where that started, what we mean is here, if you have a look at Andrew Williams, he gave Witt there an extra bit of a bump that wasn't, I would probably say wasn't really necessary. Now, does that stem back from what Anthony Radel just said, is that the car in front is your braking point? But did Witt brake a little bit early, or did Williams brake a little bit later? As he's just put Witt in the wall. What happened to Alman Brusso?
It looks like the 69 gets connected in there too, trying to avoid Alex Witt.
He's going to come straight down, isn't he? Yeah, he's got.
Oh no, he gets turned by the 41.
And they all check up, and nobody checks up there. Unfortunately, everybody's going into pretty much into. Is it stage break of 48?
Yeah.
Okay.
50 would be stage break, so 48.
This would be stage. Jakowitz taking stage win. Just,
yeah.
Suppose on the high side, we better have a chat with Noel. Right, where is he? Pull him into the waiting room so I know where he is. Is he in the pits yet? There
He
we go.
just got in pits now.
Got into the pits there as well. We can have a chat with your stage 1 winner, Mr. Jackowitz. No, welcome in, buddy.
Hello, how you guys doing?
I'm all right, mate. Not as good as you, though. You've led all of the 49 laps.
Yeah, it's been pretty good run for us. It's been a kind of a rough season so far, but today it's been coming up all on our end, so enjoying it.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question before Alex Witt obviously just was involved in the last wreck. Communication, pulling away, giving him room to get in. Am I going to presume that was a plan?
Pretty much. The outside is really tough to even hold your position anywhere. So, yeah, I mean, it's known that on any restart, I mean, you're going to help out anyone on the team, and we've seen it. Other teams do it. We do it. I mean, it's pretty common. But yeah, definitely, single file is the way to go. Low line here and really hard to pass. So, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I do agree. No, what's the aspiration, buddy? You're looking quick here, mate. Is the win on the cards?
Hope so. Short track's usually not my specialty, but you know what? We got the pace today. We'll take it. We'll try for it.
All right, bud. Well, you go and have a good one. Get through where you need to be, mate, and we'll catch up with you a little bit later.
Will do. Appreciate it.
You seem very jolly.
Yeah, I mean, things could be much worse for him, based on how things have gone for some other drivers today. So we'll see how it ends up playing out for him. I believe there's a couple of cars who did not pit because they had pit earlier.
Brad Young all the way up. I'd like to pick up Brad's in third place here. Go, Brad. Let's see. This is going to go under flags again. Whoa, Dan, you've missed it. Oh, mate. How long are you leaving them? Gee whiz. Brad's up in the inside in third at the moment is Mr. Young. I'm hoping he's got his... Oh my gee whiz, we didn't even go anywhere. Pushing numbers on E2. And unfortunately, it looks like our man...
I was going to say, I think that's Terry.
Oh, it was not.
Oh, it was Radel. Oh, and then...
Everybody else after. Radel and the 32 machine, which was Hunter Carlson.
Yeah.
There we go. Around once more. On the upside, Bracken now go into the pits. KJ Williams down in 7th, down 5 at the moment, was involved in that last, obviously, wreck. Calvin Ross moved himself up into 5th here currently. Should we pull in? Hold on, where are you first? Let me get you stopped. It is ridiculously long. Pit road. There we go. We can have a quick chat with the man himself, the myth, the legend that is Armin Brusso. Armin, welcome in, bud.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Okay.
How
are you?
Oh, bro, you know, sitting there chilling, watching you all go round. And I don't mean round the track, I mean round in the circle. What is this just Martinsville? Is this just Martinsville in general?
Yeah, I did. I warned you.
Hey, I didn't pick
it.
Warn you. I picked Monza.
No, you won. You did pick Martin. This is Martinsville.
No, I picked Monza, but you wouldn't let me have it.
Yeah, well, you also picked Martinsville.
Yeah, but I like Martinsville, but I didn't realise nobody else was going to.
Nobody likes Martinsville. Even the people who own Martinsville don't like Martinsville.
What is it with Martinsville? Tell us why you're in the car. What is it?
These cars are too big for Martinsville.
What cars would go on here then? Because the Xfinity is the same, the trucks are the same. What cars would you put around Martinsville?
Like a go-kart?
Dirt midgets?
Yeah, sure, that'll work. That seems entertaining.
Hey, I'd love to see midgets. I don't know if you can get a dirt truck here at Martinsville. Mate, what's the aspirations? You're a lap down. Come on, tell us where we're going to see you at the end.
I just want to finish on the lead lap. I had to pit for some damage, so that's the only reason why I'm a lap down. So just try to survive, don't hit anybody, and get a lucky dog, and get back on the lead lap.
Can we not
It'd
see?
be nice to finish a race for once.
Can we not see you go round on your own though as well? Because that really don't help.
Yeah, obviously that's not doing me any favors. Also, I'd like to clarify the reason why the yellow wasn't thrown for
Brad.
You know what? For Brad was because it was a single car spin and nobody hit him. Somebody hit me when I spun, so it was a yellow. Those are our rules. You've been here for a year now.
Right.
There's no tomfoolery going on.
I better let you go. You're racing. Crack on. I'll catch up with you later.
All right.
Bye. The conspiracy theorist in me there as well. Jason Taylor leading us away. Dan Michelle on the outside. Brad Young still sitting in that third place. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Don't allow. Why are you pulling? Oh, Jason's going into the pits. Not the ideal way of doing that, as Brad battles away side by side with Terry Murphy. Leave him an inch of room, Brad. Send it in, get it stopped. There you go. You've got to be on the brakes there as well. If you're looking on the right-hand side for a braking marker, there is a great one just after about now. We start getting on the brakes at the end of the first NASCAR black sign. And then on the right-hand side here, there is two little red lines, I believe, that you can start hitting your braking point just about now. And you can start moving your way there as well. So Brad's hitting them points where he needs to and sitting in second place at the moment. There is a back marker in front of us here currently. There's the two little red marks. Get your car stopped. There's going to be a yellow flag. And Devon Collicott has done something for caution number 8. He's going to go round. There's going to be a love tap from Radel. There we go. And by a 60. Oh, Calvin Ross had a moment after that as well. Where did you go? Oh, 3 wide. That's never a good.
Not on this track, no.
No. Oh. Was that Ross coming up or was that Murphy coming down? Because this ain't the first time, is it, that we've seen some things go on, should we say, with people in the league.
I'm trying to see here because Murphy's going straight. That's honestly, I gotta say that's Calvin.
Yeah, it comes up.
Calvin kind of comes up on him, and Murphy, yes, he could have gone a little closer to the wall, but in the sense that he's the one driving in front of, he has, you know, that space, he's entitled to that space. He was alongside, he doesn't have to back out. I think that's a case of hoped he backed out but didn't, and unfortunately just clipped that bumper and sent him around.
No, Jackowitz is having a crash here, so unless something dramatic has happened all of a sudden, maybe not. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and do all that other fancy jazz things now. I can guarantee Brad is going to get hung out to dry here. And that isn't me just saying he's going to miss the start. This is me saying there is 2 Breakfast Club drivers, one in first, one in third. And we know they've been working together. And Brad is there, and he's got basically what I would do now is just allow Dan and Noel to go through and try and get in behind him as much as possible. Not on Ross, bad driving by Murphy, in my professional opinion. Jack?
Okay.
Jack? Jack, I welcome in, by the way, buddy. I've not seen you in here before. I somewhat have to agree with you, Jack, after the 1,000+ broadcasts that we've seen, and the fact that Ross was moving from the second to the the second to the outer lane. Murphy was keeping it straight, dear sir, unfortunately, on that one. And we can have a look at it again if you really want to, and we can see Ross come out of the exit. Now, you can see the line that Ross is taking. Currently, he's on his way up, and unfortunately can't go up anymore.
I don't think it was. It's hard to see like 100% fault. Like it's one of those. It's a racing incident. It's kind of.
Well, he come up on him at the end of the day. I've got to blame somebody. Brad's going to get strung out. Absolutely hung up like a pair of dirty underpants on his mama's washing line. I can tell you that much. And you need to get up a little bit further up here as well. Come on, bud. Stay behind the pace car. Up you go. Come on, Brad. Oh, come on. You're hanging up the outside line. Get on your bike, boy. It's going to go now. There you go. Go. Slot in. Get in. No. Too respectful.
Oh, caution further back.
Oh. Okay. Lydia, run into Brad and get him in that hole. There was no need to stay out that far. He could have literally just slotted in behind Noel Jakowicz here. I'm not sure why we got there.
I think it was further back. I think I heard it. Sorry, yeah, I think Sizemore had an incident. So
Rob Sizemore.
yeah,
Is that where you're going? There it is. Hold
but
on.
thankfully the helpful car
was
of the
that-
69 helped put him back forward.
Yeah, was there hold on a minute, right? Was there contact further back from that?
Yeah, it was Ross, and it looks like actually Alex gets into Colicott as there's a big checkup on the low line there.
Yes. So Sizemore does go round with the help of Calvin Ross. But there was a check-up on the lower line, yes. I do fully agree on that one. He's got to get, I tell you what, Brad has got to get on his bike. Either you don't hang out that outside line, because that's the worst thing you could do, because they all just check up behind you. You've got to go on the green, even if you miss the start, you've got to go. You cannot hang out. I know Brad's up to the dizzy heights of third, and I know it's not something that he's used to, and I fully appreciate this. And he's at Martinsville probably for the first time ever in his life. I get it, I really do, but go on the green, take the hole when you can get it. Do not hang everybody else out, because as soon as you do that, that whole outside line goes check, and bang, we don't even go anywhere. Just my friendly words of advice.
I got third recently in a race.
Did you?
I did, in the F4 at Sebring, of all places.
Nice. I finished 5th in my first Martinsville race in the trucks. After that, it all went wrong. My next two, you can't even comprehend what went on after that. But I ended up with a 20X, so that should give you a rough idea, didn't it, really? Basically, what he's got to do now is he's just got to sit in there, wait for Michael to go. Sorry, there was something going on at the back. Wait for Michael to go, wait for Jakowicz to go, and then slot in behind the pair of them. Okay? That's what they've got to do. Just saying.
Yep. Or just drive fast and beat all of them.
Well, you could do that as well, but I don't know if Brad's got the pace. He's probably up to...
But who doesn't want to win the special prize you get for winning Martinsville?
What do you win if you... Come on, tell me your story. You've been at it for... been wanting to tell me for ages. You've got one lap. Go.
You get a grandfather clock.
Oh!
A full-on grandfather clock. Every time you win, too.
Oh, man, I want one of them.
Yeah. So some people, like, you know... who is it? Daryl Waltrip have 11 of them, and Richard Petty had 15.
Better play. Give him away his prizes in a raffle. Right. Let's get this up away. Brad, you've just got to go. Don't hang out. Go. I know you're dizzy. You're up quite high. Oh, he checked up. No. You cannot, under a restart, check up right at the bloody start. No blinking way can you even do that. Watch that. Watch this checkup from the outside. No way.
Is that no?
Yeah. You cannot check up
Is
at
it
a roll
though?
start.
But it looks like...
Watch.
They haven't gone. No, Murphy just went. They hadn't even started yet. Honestly, like, you can see... Okay, so look at him in comparison to Dan Michel on the outside. He doesn't go anywhere. Like, no one's left anywhere.
What?
I don't think that was a checkup. I think that was just a case of expecting it to go and it didn't move. And hoping to, not necessarily jump it, but hoping to... Because he gets a little bump from the 56, or the 65.
Michael does go. Watch the gap Michael opens up at the beginning. there.
He just went. It's a tricky one because I don't know if Noel, because Noel still has to react.
I'll be holding my tongue for ages, aren't I? I feel there as well. Well, that involved, give you an idea, Brad, Hunter Carlson, Terry Murphy, Greg Sherman, Rob Sizemore, Armour Brusso, Devon Collicott, Joshua Kuhn, Andrew Unquist, Rob Sizemore, Dylan Kritz, Hunter Cole, Tom Kuhn, Seth Pegg, Alex Witt, Calvin Ross, Greg Sherman and Joshua Kuhn. All involved in what can only be deemed as a big one. And if you don't know what I mean, this is basically what happened to everybody else. Look at that. That's...
Checkups. Terry checked up. All the, yeah. But yeah, did you know you can actually buy the Martinsville team-winning clock, or race-winning clock as well if you want to.
Send me the link. It'll be here by the morning.
For the low price of $2,599.95 American.
If anybody wants to buy me a clock, that would be amazing. I would love a Martinsville clock. I'm questioning. I want to change my number of caution votes. You can't. The poll is shut. I'm questioning only taking 15. 20 plus, says KJ now. And it was 10 that won, and we're on caution number 10 now, and we're just gone halfway through. Where are we going? On a serious question, where are we going on this at the beginning? Are we saying Murphy jumped and he didn't go? He went too early, or it looks like he goes?
Can't
early,
necessarily.
But
I'm not actually, like, it looks like this because the 65 bumps him, hey, right there, and I think that kind of he gets bumped and goes, oh crap, gotta go, and then unfortunately Jackowitz hadn't reacted to Dan Michel yet. So I have a hard time saying exactly who it was, but it's unfortunately not good.
Here we go again. Noel Jackowitz did not get in that time. Jamalin picked him up and knew what was going to happen. Got the jump at the beginning. Williams is also trying to string Jackowitz out on the outside here once more. Williams has gone up the inside. He's got that further place. Noel didn't quite work it out with Dan as much as Dan didn't quite work it out with Noel as much as Noel's been working it out with Dan.
Yeah, it's a race at that point. Hey, you're my teammate, not anymore.
Yeah, you know that happens as we're going further back. Brett Sherman here in the all black Chevrolet. Why are we hanging out? I don't get what is happening. On lap 80 of 125. I think you could be roundabout right with 15. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe, possibly.
They're a little bit more spread out now.
That's good. It means we have less of a chance of having problems.
I agree. I do physically agree.
We'll see, but Dan Michel's gotten himself a nice little gap formed, as it looks like Jamalin not necessarily blocking, but kind of slowing up Andrew Williams there.
Yeah, Noel Jacobs is also going to try and come through now. We haven't started the lap car feature yet. That's going to be coming soon. Jack, your 90 seconds is up, buddy. I'm sorry, you've missed it. On the predicting the 90 seconds. Cody Kern in there with Trenton Kemmel. Where is Seth? Is Seth out? I think Seth is out, isn't he, unfortunately? No, he's still running, bless him. He's right at the back. Andrew Onquist is still going as well. Onquist is down 5 laps. So is Seth. So is Josh. Alex Witt is also down 4. So the bottom end of the field down a few laps here. This middle pack working its way. Cody Kern in there. TJ still running. He's running all the way down in 17th. Brad is behind him now from being in the dizzy heights of 3rd and being involved in a wreck that was not his fault. Cody Kern, Trenton Kimmel, Anthony Radel. Kimmel's trying to make it on the inside at the moment here. Kenton as well, as we're breaking in to the last 40.
Sizemore had a big lock up there trying to avoid,
There was a spin.
and I think he wasn't able to hold it. He was coming in a little hot on the back of Hunter, and he locks up right there. And I think that, oh, and then he connects with Witt, and that goes around it. Oh, that's going to cause some damage.
Yes, sir. Witt's got smoke coming out. Nope. Sizemore's got smoke coming out of his car. Pace car comes out, doing what the pace car does best. Who should we have a chat with now? I'm feeling a chat coming on.
I mean, Peg might be an option. He seems to make one that would be at least sort of in a ish good mood. I think he's about the only one.
Let's have a chat with our resident Australian, the man who's still out there in his Vans liveried machine, Mr. Seth Pegg. Welcome in, Seth.
G'day guys, how's it going?
I'm alright, mate. How is it out there for you? We're only on 11 cautions.
Look, I missed one of them because my iRacing crashed. I wouldn't be 5 laps down if it wasn't for the crash, but here we are. I'm back. I'm racing with AA actually. It's been exciting back here. Both of us 5 laps down. Every restart we've been side by side, and it's basically been a battle of which line goes faster, and whoever's line goes faster usually ends out in front.
Definitely does. What line are you taking at the moment?
Well, recently I've been getting the inside line, and he's been restarting on the outside, so it's been a little bit helpful because the inside line feels better on the restart for, you know, getting position against the person alongside you at least. That said, I think I'm outside this time, so it could be a little bit of a different story here.
Yeah, it's normally 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 down on the inside. You're 24th, so yes, you probably are likely to be on the outside there. KJ says, poor you.
Poor Alex. Yeah.
Poor Alex.
It's been a rough race. Well, at least we've got, what, I think, if memory serves me correct, Dan and Noel are up battling for the lead. So that's pretty good. They've both been doing well this race. Obviously, we've had a few issues with a few of our other drivers. I think Cody was involved in an incident. I was involved in an incident and then a crash. Alex has had a few incidents. Basically, at this point, it's just survive. And if somebody wrecks, we make a position. If there's enough cautions, which it's looking like there might be, Alex could potentially get back on the lead lap. But yeah, it's hard to tell at this point.
Yeah, definitely is there, buddy. Well, go and try and have a good one, mate. Enjoy your battle with AA, and we will hopefully see who comes out on top between you two.
Let's see. Hopefully it's me.
Yeah,
I'm inside. Let's go. I'm inside line.
All right,
buddy.
see you later.
Just remember to follow what your shoes say and keep it off the wall.
I will try my best, mate.
Take care, bud. Right, there you go. That's Seth Pegg and Andrew Almquist, who have been having their own little battle down the end of the pack there. Right, are the boys from the BCR Breakfast Club going to be able to sort this one out, right? Because that's all we need is for this to be sorted out. It looks like Thomas Coonan's already had a crash at the back, which is a little bit worrying. We'll catch up on that one. Here we go once more. Dan has gone. Did Williams manage to hold on? He didn't. So Noel did come up the inside there as well. Andrew Jamalin did slot in, but Williams is not giving up that outside line. He's trying to hang around the outside here as well. Pinch him as low as you possibly can. You got him far too hot there, so if you manage to get that stopped, he's going to try and run around again.
Well,
Bro, where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh, all the cars, all of them. Oh, there's a pile up. Oh no, oh, I thought he got beached. I was like, that's unfortunate.
Okay, so Jason Taylor was the main instigator. Cody Kern, Hunter Carlson, Terry Murphy, Hunter Cole, obviously Jason Taylor was there, TJ was there, Andrew Almquist was there, Greg Sherman was there, and we are now On caution number 12. Seth's livery looks fire. It's a bit boring for Seth. He had a bright purple one last week. It looked quite cool. Don't forget, guys.
Switch one.
Yeah, I know he switches every race, but, you know. What's going on, dog? Come on then. That's me.
Oh, I was like, I don't think you've ever called me dog. Right, your dog.
I've got my little dachshunds in my office at the moment because he wouldn't sleep and he's been a bit restless. He's sitting on my lap. He's getting off my lap. He's sitting back on my lap, looking a little bit restless as we poor little dachshund here. So now he's joined me once more, again. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, I know. Needs cuddles every now. It's only little. What do you mean? Only 6 months old. So there you go. It's just a baby. I feel like I need to go and get a coffee, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to run downstairs and get one. To be honest, my coffee machines ran out of coffee pods earlier on, so I can't even make one behind me. So that's a little bit annoying. But there we go, guys.
Just got to get more coffee pods.
I do, but I ain't going to get them at this time of the morning, being that it's 2 minutes past 2 in the morning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells, guys. If you haven't liked already, come on. What is there not to like about hearing the sultry tones of mine and Kenton Sportak's voice in a lovely evening here as well? We've got the wonderful world of YouTube there. Don't forget, leave us a comment down below as well if you want to know or ask us anything about this race. What was it like for us up here in the booth? I don't know. Anything like that. There we go.
Slow.
Slow.
I bet the average speed for this race is very slow.
I'd love to see how many caution laps we've got so far.
Well, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Okay. You go do that as we're on lap 96.
Well, I'll do it after the end of the race because there'll be more.
There will be more, yeah, I'm sure. Right. Williams knows what these BCR boys are doing, right? So all he's really got to try and do is stop that now. Now, go in. You've got gaps, go. And he has. He blocked Jakowitz early, got on the inside line. Jakowitz missed the start a little bit. Got in the inside. Radel started making his way up the inside of Jamal and as well. Oh, Radel, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Dude, I can see you. Where was he going?
Too hot was where he was going. Way too hot into that turn.
Lap number 97. Radel and Jamale. Or Jamelin.
Well, eventually one day we'll figure that name out.
I know. But the problem is we say it how it sounds, which is J Marlin. Or J Mellin. Because actually, technically, there's no R in that, so it could be J Merlin. I'm sure we've been told multiple times, Kenton, between the two of us here, what this is.
I can think of for sure at least once last year, or last season.
I can't even remember who told us, to be honest, but somebody come in and said, no, boys, it's this. So that's rather nice. There we go. On lap 99 of 125. 13 cautions deep. You didn't pick 15. You're in trouble, future. And 15.
Fair, I did pick 15 in the poll.
Yeah, 15 plus 15 got 33% of the votes.
I was one of them.
Who picked plus 5? You're optimistic.
Someone who doesn't know what Martinsville is?
Yeah, and if you did pick plus 5, and that did actually happen, I would probably go and buy a lottery ticket. Because you'd be highly lucky. I can't wait for this weekend's race. I am literally going to sit and enjoy my trucks on Friday night. I'll sit there and watch my trucks all round. See what goes on.
I have Friday night. Oh, AFL Germany starts up this weekend.
Oh, what's trucks at Martinsville? Come on. We'll have a play date. I'll ring you up and we can WhatsApp it and we can sit and watch it together.
I don't think I've ever actually watched a NASCAR race.
Oh my dear.
Outside of these.
Get out.
Like, Right?
Right, yeah. What are you doing here?
If I remember correctly, it was because I'm in closest to America was originally the you know NASCAR. You're close to America,
I'm
and
miles
I've
away.
never actually watched an American. I've never watched NASCAR. The closest I've ever watched to NASCAR was Crash to Pass, which if you've never had a chance to see Crash to Pass, I'm sorry, it's the greatest thing of all time. It's literally a demolition derby but race, and to go past somebody, you have to hit them.
Nice.
It's more redneck than NASCAR, which is impressive.
Right. Seth's in YouTube chat. Man, I wish we had some cautions. Crystal, that is a question that we can only answer why at the end of the session. We are not able to answer that question beforehand because if I gave you the calculations of when the cautions were called, you could probably give a rough idea of when you think how many cautions we are under green. But let's get this back one again. Let's give the BCR boys another opportunity. There you go. Michael's gone. Jackwitz has not got there again. Williams is in the inside. It's Jackwitz who's missing the start. And unfortunately, he's ended up down in third place with Radel up in fourth. Radel's on the outside. That's the 35 of Crit, 34 of Crits. Oh, and
locked up. Oh!
It's got to be a caution.
He didn't make contact. This was the deal.
Come
You had
on.
to be hit.
It's only a deal with blinking Brusso, I think, as it's coming round now on lap. Oh, there's more content. You're going to send it on him. You are literally going to send it, and then you are going to. Oh, we knew. You're on a straight. You are on a straight. Why are you forcing a gap on a straight? I don't understand what you're doing.
That should have been a caution.
That and a push to pass. What? Are we watching push to pass or are we actually watching this? I'm not being rude, right? But what is that about?
That was interesting. Oh, I hear more crashing coming behind it.
This is just ridiculous. Why have I seen that before with Terry Murphy and Calvin Ross? Why am I saying deja vu?
Yeah, I'd have to see that one again, but yeah, it looked like a very similar situation.
Watch the lane swap. This is going to be the question. The markers on the exit give us the lane swap, right? Up he goes.
TJ is going up.
Up.
Yeah, that's I gotta say again. That's TJ is rushing up, going up, and Murphy was at that point not going up anymore.
Yeah, and poor old Seth Pegg got caught up in it again. How's he doing in his battle with Andrew Onquist? Andrew's now in front of him. Come on, Seth, you got to catch up there, son. 18 to go, everybody, and we're on lap 14. Lap 14? It's possibly 14 laps. If I give you the breakdown, right. Lap 3, we had a caution. Lap 8, we had a caution. So let's just say that's +5, right? I'm going to be optimistic. 8 to 26, so that's +14. Then we went 33 after that. Okay, so actually this ain't even accurate because they do 3 laps under caution, don't they?
Yeah. So I'm almost going to guarantee we've been. I'm going to ballpark it. I'm going to say 68%.
I feel you might
under
be right.
caution right now. And TJ's got an interesting point in chat here.
TJ, you know full well, right? You're my bro, and I get, you know, nothing but love. I do understand that, but regardless, if the high line that you presume is going up, you still can't go up. There must have been spotters' calls in your ear roll. There must have been, and it doesn't have to run right to the wine, right? Like, you know, you're my boy, and you know, nothing but love, TJ. I do understand that. But you must have had a spotter call that he was there. No, and that it was too far alongside to not got that call. That's just all I'm saying. Kenton, you're not saying anything. Now would be a good time.
I just I added to the chat. It's like sips tea on this one. A little bit of tea. Yeah, it's unfortunately he doesn't have to go all the way up.
Nope.
It's one of those things where you'd expect him to, but if he doesn't, yeah, it's unfortunate, and we saw this earlier with Calvin Ross there. So
and the
not
same,
the best.
No, and the same person, mind you.
Yes, which is. So I'd say
Unfortunate.
from now on, expect him to not go all the way to the top if you're going to go by him underneath.
I do agree. Right. Caution number 14. We're on 15 to go. I feel 3 green-white checkers coming on. Down here. He's going to jump the go. He's going to try and go again. This time, Jackowitz has got to be with him. Oh, man. Oh, we didn't even going to get it off to start. Are we going to make it off to start? We are. Jackowitz missed it once more. Williams again on that inside line. Crit's coming around the outside now. He's going to take Jackowitz's nose off going into turn 1. In fact, you're not. You're going to go and hit the wall all on the outside there, going in far too deep. Try to semi-Chastain, but then make it all the way round. Here at the site of the 2022 Chastain wall run. He's trying it again. You need to be a little bit faster there, buddy, to go around that one, as we're now on 13 to go. Dan Michael leading it out here, Kenton, with Williams. It's in second place.
Yeah, he's opened up a little bit of a gap too. I think it's about half a second, but it looks like Jackowitz trying to make some form of a gap, or close up some form of a gap there, try and get nice and tight, and hope to start making some moves. It is a very, very tricky track to try and make passes, as we heard from TJ there, that it's difficult. You gotta be on a good line. You have to have a good run coming out of and into the next turn. But as you can see from Cody Kern here, front bumpers, who needs that?
You don't. You just make your car look like that. To be fair, mine looked like that earlier, and it drove better than it did with all the parts on together. So there we go. As we're going in now, this middle pack, Calvin Ross has made his way up, sitting in 4th at the moment. Anthony Rader was doing rather well, and then unfortunately seems to have dropped back a little bit. He's down in 15th. He said the top 10 would be his aim. Unfortunately, it's looking highly unlikely as we're going into the last 9. Are we going to hit the 15th caution? That's going to be the question. Here once more, Taylor's in there for the Black Flag Racing. Crits is in there as well. Cody Kern, Jamalin, Jamilin, Brett Sherman, Armour Brusso is now back on the lead lap. Near enough on the lead lap. He is on the lead lap here again. So good job from Brusso, and then Andy Clayton further back. Spread out field. They've got to get to the end, surely.
Hopefully. We do still have the lap car. Whoa! Huge lockup out of the 52 of Kimmel as he came into that real hot. But he did manage to avoid causing our 15th caution, just barely. But thankfully he did avoid it. That was a little scary, as Taylor is going to look to make a move up on the inside there. He has way more speed coming in, and he is going to hold it.
Half a car.
Kern, I think not having a bumper helped him because he didn't make contact there.
6 to go. Charles out in front with Williams. Worried.
Yeah, they're going to come across lap traffic sooner than later here.
22.
Oh, maybe not. They might have a little bit of a gap, just enough to sort of avoid it.
Here we go. I think they should have all started in 5-second staggers. I made it a little bit easier. They've all got gaps now. Coming into the last 4, Dan Michel taking the turn 2. He's got turn 3 and 4 now. He's still got that lead. Williams is trying to run it in long. He's trying to cover the speed up. He looks like he is. Michel pitted on lap 43. Williams on 48. We're going into 5-3 to go. Brusso's going to be the first one by the looks of it. It's going to actually should be double A of Andrew Almquist. But Dan Michel, if we get on that white flag, we know there's no more cautions. So if you're going to cause a caution, do it now, or don't do it at all. 14 is going to be our final number, maybe. Just maybe. in. We're coming round turn 3, hopefully for the second to last time.
Yeah, if you're Dan Michelle, you got to make that thing as wide as you can. That car has to be about 4 cars wide.
Final lap. No more cautions. The final caution amount was, they've wrecked. They've wrecked. Look down in the bottom right corner of the track map. There is loads of cars sit stationary down there. Be careful. It is Dan Michel who takes the victory. But there is a wreck and a half down in that corner. And wow.
Goodness.
I think, and I say this in a loose term, whoa.
I think Collicott just caught the wall and it sent him down.
Well, Calvin Ross disappears. That doesn't help. There, comes back. He did catch the wall though, Collicott, and then it all just does
he caught
this.
that wall and it's a little bit of an angle and just sent him
Boom!
around.
Oh, Sherman. Oh, they just peg, just keep coming.
Radel.
Yeah, they just keep coming, and they just keep coming until they can come no more. There's more. Seth's in the middle.
Oh. I see, yeah, Kern.
More. Sherman manages to avoid it. Collicott's in there against the wall.
Hunter Carlson's connected. Oh, there goes Double A.
Oh, it's up on his roof. How did you go on your roof? Did you just miss the whole thing?
I don't think he sees it.
He's miles away from it. How did he not see it?
Because there's no caution.
Oh, fair play, yeah.
Okay, so he sees, or the race was over, so he just said whatever. He just pinned it because the race was over or whatever.
Fair play. Well, that involved, let's give you an idea. Calvin Ross, Devon Collicott, Dylan Kritz. Then you got Hunter Carlson, Brett Sherman, Seth Pegg, Anthony Radel was in that one. Double A, of course, we saw Andrew Almquist who got and put it up into that one as well. So we finished, ladies and gentlemen, on 14 cautions, and this man takes the win. One, Mr. Dan Michel. Let's give you the final results, because behind that, I'm not even sure what was going on. But Dan Michel does take the victory. Andrew Williams is second. Noel Jackowitz in third. Jason Taylor fourth. Trenton Kimmel in fifth, with Andrew Jamel in sixth. Dylan Kritz in seventh. Hunter Cole eighth. Anthony Radel does get his top 10 in ninth. Cody Kern in 10th, with Armand Brusso in 11th. Go Armand. Bradley Young in 12th. He beat TJ. Tom Kuhn in 13th. Brett Sherman 14th. Calvin Ross 15th. Collicott, Carlson and Sherman round out the top 18. That's Greg Sherman, of course. Alex Witt, Joshua Kuhn, Seth Pegg, Andrew Almquist, Terry Murphy's out, TJ's out, and Rob Sizemore was out there on that one. Let's go 3-1. We're going to start it off with our very own Mr. Noel Jackowitz here. Finished in third place in the end, Noel. Come on, you got to be a little bit happy, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't even think a stage win will go a long way, too. And I'm definitely happy for that one, too. But yeah, I didn't think our pace here was going to be anywhere near what it was. So definitely happy. I mean, anywhere in top 5, I'll be happy with.
Do you think you at the front had the better starts with Dan being able to slot in behind you than Dan at the front? Because every time Dan was at the front, you didn't seem to be able to get in behind him.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tricky. Those restarts they're going to be different throughout the course of the race too. It's just the bottom lane is really good to restart, but at the same time, I kept spinning tires on the restart, so that was on me. And Williams was getting good launches and could slot in, and it was a good dogfight there towards the end. I couldn't keep up with the track as well as they could, so I was a little bit slower on pace, but still fun race up front. I know maybe not so much mid pack and back, but yeah, we'll definitely take that result.
Yeah, I think the mid pack had a horrendous time. And lucky enough, you guys made the white flag, because there was a huge crash as they all went over onto the white flag there as well. I had about 8 cars in it. But for you, though, it's now done and dusted. Moving forward, of course, into next week's race. How do we feel about what's next week's? You know, we're going to Texas. Motor Speedway there. What do we think for you? How's Texas for you in general?
It's tricky for sure. There'll be a bit more strategy to play out than here, though. I think Dan played it really well. That was pitting just before the stage there and getting the track position worked out well. Texas will be some strategy, sure, but a lot more to do with tires and track position too. And I'm good with tire strategy. I really like it, so we'll try and use that to our advantage.
Well, let's see how you get on there. No, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, I got Breakfast Club podium. Love it. KJ in the chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, Texas IRL's not that bad, but it's our home track, so we gotta go for it. But
yeah,
appreciate the support for everyone, and you guys week in, week out, even in the caution fest, you still make it entertaining. So appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a rant as well, so that should be good for you to watch back as well, Noel. But thanks so much for joining us, everybody, and well done on your third place.
Yeah, appreciate it. See you guys next week.
See you later. Right, next up, we're going to go 3-1. We're going to start with the second place man from the Orange Wheel Racing, young Mr. Andrew Williams. Andrew, welcome in, buddy. How are you?
Doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah. I feel like despite some very scary moments that race, we got through it. We got some awesome points for the day, and yeah, I mean, it's a Martinsville race.
It was tough, mate. 14 cautions. I'm not going to lie. It was tough, I'm sure, for you guys on the track. It was tough for us up here in the booth. The restarts. I want to have a quick chat about the restarts. When Noel was up front, you couldn't get in behind Dan. Dan had managed to hold on to that third spot. When they reversed, however, you managed to get in all the time on every restart. Did you kind of pick up on when they were going to go?
Yeah, I started to figure out how to run the outside. At first, the outside, I just every single restart, if I started on the outside, I'd go back a row. But near the end there, I started to figure it out. And definitely with Dan, I could kind of tell when he was going to go, when he was thinking about it. And it's all about just like not going over the speed limit while staying really close to him through 3 and 4. So I could actually restart beside him instead of restarting like half a car length back. But yeah, definitely improved my restarts there at the end of the race.
Well, you've had a good jump in points as well, so I've got you probably still down and leading the championship. You were going in with 2. Dylan Kritz has had he finished down in 7th. Dan Michelle obviously took the win, but Alex was a long way back. So that should hopefully still cement you at the top of the standings as we go to Texas next week.
Yeah, Texas. Texas is a track where I feel really strong. It's a track that I've won at in the past in a bunch of different leagues. So yeah, I'm gonna go give it my everything for Texas, and hopefully have a few more buddies racing with me. It was just a tough week scheduling wise for all of us, so I'm the only one here.
Yeah, well, let's see how you get on there, mate. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Of course, I want to shout out all my Orange Wheel Racing boys for showing up with me week in and week out, except this week. And a huge thank you to Armin for putting this on.
Apart from the most important week at Martinsville, where you could have done with that help.
Yeah, well, it would have been helpful, but I mean, yeah, they got lives going on. They're busy. I can't hate them for that.
Mate, everybody at IRL takes precedent. Absolutely, I do fully agree. But Andrew, well done on your second place there, buddy, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep. See you next week.
Take care. Right, and next up on your list is the winner of the Madness at Martinsville 125. Dan Michelle. Dan, welcome in, bud. How are you?
Sleepy. But happy. I won. I did win.
You did win, and yes, you have to be happy. I do understand the sleepy bit. I've got to be honest, being 2:30 in the morning for me. But you know, you come in early, you pitted early on the stage break, you got the position going forward, you didn't look back after that. I think you led every lap after the stage break, so well done to you. What was the thinking we're going in early?
I figured just because it's right before stage, we knew that was a guaranteed caution. I could just pit before, sacrifice the stage points. I knew that I was fast. I didn't get the points for qualifying or anything, but I think I did a pretty good job at keeping up front. I was in 5th pretty much the whole first stage, but then once I saw that I wasn't really gaining anything, sacrifice 6 points for a win, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think you have to, mate, to be honest. I think sometimes, to get up the front of Martinsville is more important than sitting in that mid-pack where chaos kicked off just as you guys went over the white flag. So you're quite lucky you got onto that last lap, to be honest, because it was a horrendous accident behind you. So you managed to avoid another caution, putting us on 15 for the night, which is, trust me, much appreciated from us up here in the booth. But going forward for you now, though, gives you a big chunk of points in the standings. You're going to be there or thereabouts. Alex had a very poor one. Dylan had a very rough one as well. You're there. You can still get this. I know we spoke last week and you were like, no, I don't think I am. But I reckon you're on for a chance.
I mean, yeah, the short tracks are my worst tracks, I'd imagine. Texas is not too good, but we'll see how it goes. Just really tough, honestly. I if I can get there, that'd be great. But I know that Williams got some points today with the stage points that I sacrificed, so I'm just gonna have to play on whatever I can get.
Okay, bud. Well, thank you so much for joining us there, buddy. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
I want to shout out Armin, Alex, all the Breakfast Club guys, Noel, Cody, Seth, Calvin. I know it was a rough race for Alex and Seth, but they battled back. They were still in it. They weren't giving up, so it was pretty good.
Awesome stuff. Well, thanks so much for joining us there, Dan, and look forward to seeing you at Texas next week.
Yep.
Take care,
See you
man.
there. You too.
Right, Mr. Sportak. Let's bring you back in there, buddy, after you get a few minutes of sitting down, chilling out. Sum up Martinsville. Go for it.
55.2% of the race was under cautions. That'll sum up the entirety
How
of
many
that
laps
race.
is that? Because it normally tells you laps, doesn't it?
I believe it was 69 laps. We're under caution of 125.
Sheesh, says Seth there. I don't know if you're still here, Crystal, but that's the answer.
Yeah, it was, let me confirm. Yeah, 69 of 125 laps. So 55.2% of the entire race
was under caution.
Was under caution, so.
Right.
Was interesting.
Definitely was. Seth's in the YouTube chat. Cannot wait for next week. No, I fully agree. I was looking forward to this week, to be fair. Kind of didn't go quite the way I expected, as you can see. But there we go. I think that's going to wrap it up. Here, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the James Parfitt and Kenton Sportak podcast for the last hour and 37 minutes. I know it's been a tough one. I know these guys aren't going to love me, but it has been tough for them all. Going around Martinsville, it's a very tricky circuit, so fair play to them. Is that dam on his roof? It is. How did he get there?
Yeah, he was doing donuts and spun around.
Oh, you were kidding.
Over.
You're kidding. He spun around on his own doing donuts.
Yeah.
I've got to see this. Got to see this. How did you do this all on your Todd as we just wait for watching Dan manage to put it on his roof, which was a little bit confusing, but there we go. What do we think of Texas next week? Do we think Texas is going to run better?
Yes, Texas should be better. It's a little bit of an easier track, a little longer, not so short tracked as we've dealt with the last couple of weeks. So it should be a little nicer for that kind of thing. But we'll see. Obviously, things can happen anyways, no matter how long the track is. So it should be exciting. Who doesn't love going to Texas where, what's the saying? Everything's bigger in Texas. So could be everything, including the crashes, are bigger in Texas. We'll find out.
Are we going to go full flat in Texas, though?
For the most part, I think you do a little bit of lifting later in the race as your kind of stint ends, as tires start to get a little more worn. But for the most part, you're not braking. It's mostly just lifting if you're going to do anything.
Right. Okay. Well, I really want to find out how he ended up on his roof. Come on, Dan, get on with it. got to be going.
Does he do a donut over the curbs?
What is he trying to do? Actually, come to think of it here as well. Don't forget, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and do all that other fancy jazz. And if you have just watched us for the last hour and 37 minutes, let's get some likes on the board. Drop us any comments that you want down behind. I'm a Brusso, you win, where you're on the lead lap. So take 11th place, mate. I would be proud of that one as well. So fair play to you. For that one, you stayed on the lead lap. Eventually got back on the lead lap and done a great job. So well done to you. I'm just anxiously waiting to see how Dan ended up on his roof at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do or attempting to do. But at the moment, he's still doing donuts. So I think I might have to just watch it off the broadcast, I'm afraid, here, guys. Otherwise, time is going to be of the essence. And he's still doing donuts. And at any point does he end up on his roof? No. So there we go. Right, guys, that's going to wrap it up from us up here in the booth. Thank you so much for joining us here. And as always, guys, I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Kenton Sportak. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.